have a history with the combo. It was one of the first workouts that I almost threw up during, after, maybe both.
Why do people say they want to get stronger, but then they go and try a zillion random workouts instead of following a simple strength progression? There are two reasons I hear quite often that lead to this. The first is that there isn't enough variety in their training program to keep them interested. I used to say that when people are experiencing results, they start to care less about variety. But even I have learned that if enough time goes by without change, even programs that will eventually get results start to feel too dull to continue on with. The second reason people don't stick to progressions is that they don't have enough trust that they're on the right track with their training. If you don't feel connected to the training program direction and understand what you are trying to accomplish, it's really hard to commit and stick to it. Today, I'm going to show you how to use simple strength fundamentals to make a classic squat and pull workout both interesting and challenging, and it will get you stronger each time. Every Tuesday, I train with my wife, Megan. We both have our own fitness goals, but both want to feel connected to our training. Trust that it will take us closer to our desired outcomes and also feel engaged and interested each and every week. So we start right away with variety in our warm-ups. One fun format that we use regularly in functional bodybuilding is called the hot start. We combine a little conditioning with some movement pattern specific prep exercises. So today we combine cardio on the bike and the runner with some cyclist squats to warm up the knees and hips and some ring rows to prepare the back and the shoulders. We each did 10 minutes worth of continuous work to get the heart pumping and the joints ready for training. The strength training foundation today was a superset of 2 exercises. We focused on the back squat and the strict pull-up. Simple compound lifts like these allow us to build a high amount of effort in a short time. So center your training around a couple compound lifts and you can trust more and more that you are going to see results. I love pairing movements together in supersets for efficiency. You can get a lot more work done in a shorter amount of time, and you'll be able to also build some aerobic capacity while you're at it. The format that we use for this superset is called an EMOM, which stands for every minute on the minute. We started with a set of 5 squats on the first minute. Then we did a set of 5 strict pull-ups on the second minute. Then back to the squats for 5 more reps on the third minute, and so forth, alternating between the two for the full time allotment. What we do is we use the first 2 to 3 sets of each exercise to start to build up intensity, basically warm up the movement pattern. And then for the last 3 to 4 sets on each exercise, we try and push our effort closer to 9 out of 10 RPE. This EMOM format is a great way to stay focused and always know how long your lifting blocks are going to take. It's easy to extend rest periods if you're feeling some fatigue or if you get distracted on your phone, but these EMOMs are a great accountability tool to keep you on track. Remember, effort is king. And when we're doing these intensity supersets, that is what we're focused on with these bigger compound lifts. Now, when you finish that EMOM, I promise you are going to feel so accomplished. It's almost like you just checked the training box for the entire day. Everything beyond this is just going to be a bonus. So today we added on this by doing a little bit more focused strength work. This is what I label as strength balance. And the goal is to hit a few smaller muscle groups and work on exercises that have a little bit more complexity. We aim to balance effort and quality on these particular movements. For today, my wife and I combined the ATG split squat with 2 different cable variations in the form of a seated row and a rear delt fly, hitting similar movement patterns as the squat and pull-up that we did before, but now targeting slightly different areas. And again, for efficiency and accountability, we also did this as an EMOM, and we rotated exercises every minute for about 10 to 12 reps on each movement. To round out our training session, we almost always throw in some conditioning work. Our conditioning approach often uses a combination of cardio, body weight, and weighted exercises. It is an opportunity to take the same movement patterns from the lifting session that we just had, again, the squats and the pull-ups, and build our work capacity around those movement patterns. Today, for simplicity, we basically just took the same warm-up that we had completed for 10 minutes at a leisurely pace, and we timed it for 5 rounds of the same circuit. So what the workout was 5 rounds for time of 20 calories on the runner, 15 ring rows, and 15 cyclist squats. Now, back to one of the original issues that people have with lack of variety. Well, both the conditioning section and the strength balance section of today's training were opportunities to add movement and training format variety into our weekly session. We stuck with the same movement pattern that we normally do on this day, which is squatting and pulling, but by hitting a new movement here or there, it allows us to feel things are varied, fun, and engaging. Now, don't make this mistake. Too much variety and randomness doesn't yield optimal results. So each week for periods of 6 to 8 weeks, we will be coming back to the same intensity lifts and make an effort to progress them with weight, reps, or technique. So the back squat or the pull-up, trying to get heavier each week, add a rep, that would be the focus. See, this is injecting progressive overload principles like this into our weekly training while also leaving room for variety. This is our recipe for long-term success. I hope you got 1 or 2 good ideas from today's training session on how you can keep your training grounded in sound principles. But I also hope that you realize these are some ways that you can add in the much needed variety that will allow you to stay engaged in your training for the long haul. Take care.